They laughed when I fell. They pointed when I failed. They called me the underdog, but they forgot one thing. Underdogs bite back. For the longest time, I was the one they overlooked. The quiet one in the corner. The one who never fought back. Who took the hits and kept his head down. They mistook silence for weakness. They thought being quiet meant being broken. What they didn't understand was that silence can be the loudest form of preparation. Every insult, every doubt, every moment of rejection was fuel. And when fuel builds long enough, it burns. They said I wasn't good enough. They laughed behind my back. They told me I didn't have what it takes to stand with the strong. But I kept listening. I kept watching. I learned how people reveal themselves when they think you're below them. I learned that being the underdog gives you a front row seat to every lie, every betrayal, and every fake smile. It teaches you who's real and who's not. It teaches you what pain really feels like. Being underestimated hurts. It breaks something inside you. But what's left after the breaking, that's where the truth lives. That's where the hunger starts to grow. Because when you've got nothing to lose, fear starts to disappear. You stop begging for validation. You stop caring about who's watching. All that's left is the fire that says, I'll show them. They thought they buried me, but they were just planting a seed. They thought they were crushing me, but they were only shaping me. Every scar became a reminder of who I refused to stay. Every failure became a weapon. Every doubt became motivation. They made me small, so I could learn to become dangerous. There comes a moment when the pain stops being something you run from and becomes the reason you stand up. I remember the exact feeling. The world had already written me off. The people I trusted had turned away. My name was just a whisper in the background of other people's success. I kept pretending it didn't bother me, but deep down, it tore at me. Every failure, every time I was ignored, every time I was reminded that I was just the underdog. At first, I waited. I waited for someone to see my worth. I waited for someone to believe in me, but no one came. And that's when it hit me. I stopped waiting for someone to believe in me. I became my own reason. I looked in the mirror one day and didn't see the same person. I didn't see weakness anymore. I saw something cold, quiet, and hungry. The breaking point isn't loud. It's not some dramatic explosion. It's silent. It happens when you're alone, staring at yourself, realizing that no one is coming to save you. The anger, the fear, the betrayal, all of it starts to mix together. It burns inside until you can't ignore it anymore. That's when the transformation begins. That's when you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as a weapon. The mind becomes the battlefield. Doubt tries to pull you back. Fear whispers that you're not ready. But something stronger starts to speak. A voice you didn't know you had. It says, keep going. It says, fight back. It says, you've already survived the worst. Now it's time to rise. In that darkness, something inside starts to shift. The weakness melts away. The hesitation dies. Every lie they told you becomes the chain you break. Every scar becomes a reminder of your evolution. You stop begging for peace because you realize beasts are not made in peace. The beast isn't born in comfort. It's forged in chaos. And that's the moment the underdog becomes unstoppable. When the world's noise fades and all that remains is focus. That's when the fear turned into focus and the pain turned into power. They thought strength was about muscles. I learned it's about mentality. Real strength isn't loud. It's not about showing off or proving something to anyone else. It's the quiet kind that grows in the dark when no one's watching. It's the kind that comes from surviving what was meant to destroy you. That's the moment I stopped being the victim and started becoming the predator. I stopped chasing approval. I stopped trying to fit in. I realized that silence wasn't my weakness. It was my weapon. The transformation didn't happen overnight. It took pain. patience and punishment. The kind of punishment you choose because you know it's the only way out. No sleep, no comfort, no applause, only work. Every single day became a test. Every scar had to mean something. Every moment of exhaustion had to lead somewhere. I trained my mind before I trained my body. I taught myself that discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation fades, but obsession doesn't. There were nights when my body wanted to give up, but my mind refused to let it. That's when I knew the beast was awake. The beast doesn't complain, it hunts. It doesn't care who's watching. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It creates the moment. I learned to love the grind because the grind is where the weak disappear. The world doesn't reward talkers. It rewards doers. I never wanted revenge. I wanted evolution, but they mistook my silence for surrender. They thought my calm meant defeat. They didn't realize that every quiet day was another day I was sharpening my claws. I didn't need to tell them I was changing. I decided to show them. Slowly, the same people who once laughed started to stare. The same ones who doubted started to wonder. Because nothing scares them more than the one they underestimated rising without saying a word. They doubted. I delivered. They mocked. I mastered. They left. I leveled up. That rhythm became my heartbeat. I learned that success speaks louder than any argument. You don't have to announce your comeback. When your results do it for you. When you rise from the ashes, you don't owe anyone an explanation. You just move differently. You talk less, work more, and let the silence build your legacy. The beast doesn't ask permission. It takes what's his. It doesn't fear failure, because failure is already familiar. It's not afraid of starting over because it knows how to rebuild. Every step forward feels like a fight, but the beast doesn't stop. It knows that greatness demands sacrifice. Sleep, comfort, and peace all become luxuries you give up willingly, because the hunger inside you becomes stronger than anything standing against you. And as you rise, the world begins to notice. They start whispering your name again, but this time with fear, not pity. They wonder how you did it. They can't understand that the version of you they broke is gone. The one standing now is built from fire and failure. The one standing now doesn't need validation. The beast doesn't care about applause. It only cares about progress. You start walking differently, talking differently, thinking differently. You realize that you don't need to prove them wrong anymore, because you've already won. The true revenge was never about showing them what you can do. It was about showing yourself what you were always capable of. The same pain that once crushed you is now the fuel that keeps you moving. The same silence that once isolated you is now the space where you build your empire. Chains break, fire ignites, eyes open in the dark. Because once you awaken the beast, it never sleeps again. It keeps moving, keeps building, keeps hunting. There is no finish line for those who were once broken. Only the next level, only the next challenge, only the next victory waiting to be claimed. They made me the underdog. Now I'm the storm they whisper about. In the end, it all makes sense. Every scar, every failure, every lonely night was part of the process. Pain was never the enemy, it was the teacher. It carved out everything weak in me and replaced it with purpose. The underdog never wanted to be the beast, but the world left no choice. When they took away the light, I learned to see in the dark. When they closed their doors, I built my own. What was meant to break me became the foundation I now stand on. Maybe they are underestimating you too. Maybe they look at you and see nothing special. Maybe they think you will never make it. Good. Let them. Because silence makes the return louder. Every time they ignore you, it's another chance to grow stronger in the shadows. Every time they doubt you, it's another reason to keep moving. You don't need to convince them. You don't need to explain yourself. Just let your results speak. Let your rise speak. Let the beast in you answer every question they ever had. this isn't about revenge anymore. It's about self-respect. It's about proving to yourself that you can become more than what they imagined. The beast inside you is not made to destroy. It's made to protect your vision, your purpose, and your future. Once you understand that, no one can control you again. You walk differently. You think differently. You move with a calm kind of power that doesn't need validation. They made me the underdog, so I became the beast. And now I don't bark, I bite. This is phantom focus, where pain becomes power.